everyone. Good morning. It's only 9 a.m. here, but I know it's different times in different places because most people don't live in Hawaii. But today we are talking about the do's and don'ts of scaling past $250,000 in annual revenue. And this is for you if you're already making 10K months, 20K months, and you're looking forward and maybe you're even setting your 2022 goals already. And that is larger than 250,000 and you're planning ahead. And maybe that is that you want to be at 300,000 for 2022 or 500,000 for 2022 or beyond that. Or if you're someone who's already at that $500,000 mark and your business just feels like a grind right now, like it feels like a big hustle and you're like, I am making a shit ton of money. Like this is a very healthy amount of revenue for a business, a very small percentage of small businesses to get to this point, but it feels like a grind. So pay attention if that's you to the don'ts and see, like, identify what you're still doing at that revenue level. So this is really about going from being in an exhausted state, because when you're starting out your business, you're getting to those $10,000 months, $20,000 months. You have to get, like, there's a bit of a grind, a hustle involved in getting there. But as you're trying to scale past that point, you really have to intentionally and strategically build in ease and flow into your business and create the systems that support that. So obviously, such a milestone. If you are at this point and you're listening to this video now, then like huge congratulations. This is such a milestone, getting to 10K months, 20K months, or if you're at that $250,000 point, it's $250,000, right? But let's actually look forward for beyond that. And how do we actually do that? Because what you did in the past is not going to actually help you get to the next step. There has to actually be a shift in what you're doing, a shift in how you show up, and a shift in how you structure your business. So some of the mistakes I see when people are trying to scale up past $250,000 in annual revenue is focusing only on yourself, okay? This is so common when you're getting started as a coach or a consultant or just a magical business owner in general. We really focus on our internal practices, like you're doing your meditation, you're doing your mindset work, you're hiring coaches to really amplify your capacity, which is important. But to actually get beyond that, your business can't be just about you. It really can't. And if you are just focusing on you and focusing on increasing your own capacity, then guess what? Growing is only going to be on you. And you don't want that. It's going to lead you to scaling feeling exhausting and uncomfortable and really depleting. So the next mistake I see common when you're scaling up past 250,000 is only focusing on marketing and selling. Because when you're getting started in business, like that's usually the thing that everyone needs to learn. We're not taught how to market and sell, especially ourselves. And it's such a key piece in growing the business up into those 10K, 20K months. But as you're going beyond that, you actually want to shift your focus to other areas of your business so that you aren't staying in hustle mode. Because if you're always just focusing on marketing and selling, your business isn't going to be systematically set up. And we'll talk about what to do about this in a second if you really fall into that category. And a third mistake I see people doing is launching new offers in order to scale. Okay? Like I want to get to 30K months, so I'm just going to I'm going to create a new course and I'm going to launch it out into the world. Or I need to launch every single month in order to make a lot of money. And with each new offer you create, most people don't realize, like, it's kind of a business in and of itself. It needs its own messaging. It needs its own delivery of the product. You actually need to create the content within it, or if it's a new service, you need to actually create the systems to efficiently and effectively deliver that service. You need to actually have if you're hiring a team, you need the team in place to do that. And it's a lot of wasting energy. Like you can't really sustainably keep on launching new things over and over and over again to grow your business. Okay, it'll always keep you in hustle mode in your business. So I hope you're noticing a theme between all of the 3 mistakes I just outlined. Is they're all wasting energy, your precious energy and the energy of your business, and it's also depleting. Okay, and we don't want that. It's not actually going to get you where you want to go. So let's talk about what to do instead. What you want to do instead, first of all, is actually build up your business and taking time to build up your business as a separate entity than yourself. Where we said, instead of what we said before of focusing on building up yourself in your own capacity, you want to start focusing on building up the capacity of your business. Okay? So if you're a solopreneur or you're the face of your brand, it's so easy to like get in this weird enmeshed codependent relationship with your business because you think of your business as yourself. I am my business. You need to start stepping away from that. You need to start actually seeing your business as a separate entity than you. The federal government sees your business as a separate entity than you. That's why you have business taxes that's separate than your income taxes. So you need to actually believe this now too. And start focusing on building up the capacity and power within your business. How we do this is a process that I like to call externalized energies and building up the externalized energies within your business. So if you can see your business as a separate entity, it becomes this container of power. Okay, like really sit with that and envision your business as a separate entity than you. Okay, and suddenly your business will start having its own financial systems. It starts making its own money that's separate than your money. You start marketing and selling, like it actually has marketing and selling systems within it. And it starts having delivery systems. It has a team within it. So all of a sudden your business is building up its own capacity that's separate than you, which is good news because you're just a human in a meat suit and you have limited capacity. I mean, infinite potential, but limited capacity in this human form. Your business is not. It's that separate entity. So an example of this that one of my clients did is in our work together, she really focused on separating out her, so she has a successful mastermind that she launched a few times before, but she decided in order to scale to the next level to that $500,000 million point, she really needed to pull her intellectual property out of her head in a very systematic way and house it in a separate place. And she needed to actually take her expertise out of her head and train her team to do it for her. So suddenly, everything that was just contained in herself was being pulled out of her and put into her business. And she was actually able to take an entire month off of her business before having a $250,000 launch. Because she's externalized all of her expertise into her business, all of her systems, all of her work into her business. Okay? This really allows you to take time off and be focused in your zone of genius and show up how you're actually supposed to show up as this creatrix. Okay? So the next do of scaling past the 10K, 20K, past 250,000 in annual revenue is creating scalable offers. Okay? Pretty straightforward. I'm sure you already have that on your mind, right? So instead of just working one-on-one with people, whether that is as a graphic designer or as a coach or as a healer, whatever you are, you actually want to start creating scalable offers. And that does not just mean courses and programs. Of course, courses and programs are an example of a scalable offer, but there's actually other business models that you can think about depending on your energy type. You might want to think about your human design in here, what really suits you. But some other examples of scalable offers would be actually hiring people to do what you do. Excuse me. That's kind of like an agency model. So you see that usually with like marketing agencies or branding agencies. There's an actual team behind the scene, but you as the business owner, you're the one who's actually getting the profit and you're employing people to do what you're doing. Okay? So that's an example of scalable. Another one is obvious, raise your prices. Raising your prices can be a really simple thing you can do today to actually scale your business. Okay? Really, really simple. And another way to think about this is, can I do a revenue share or a profit share with my clients? This is obviously for business related businesses, but I mean, if you work with entrepreneurs specifically, but that's an example for them. You can actually do revenue sharing or profit sharing, like 10% of new revenue while you're working with me comes to you. As an example, you can look at that further or DM me if you have questions about that. And then a third one is, instead of just focusing on marketing and selling, it's time to focus on getting your clients amazing results, if you haven't been, or putting more energy into getting your clients incredible results. Okay? What this turns into, of you actually spending time and carving out time in your schedule to think about your clients, to think about what will serve them, to think about how to make it easier and faster for them to get results with you, is you have better quality programs, okay? And you have better quality interactions with your clients. And if you consistently better and better get your clients amazing results, it pretty much sells itself, right? Programs sell itself. You have amazing testimonials, amazing case studies. People want to refer you to them, okay? Like, having that scalable offer is hand in hand connected to being able to consistently get your clients amazing results. So this can actually slow down your process just a little bit if you haven't ever spent time thinking about this, but it's the thing that will actually exponentially grow your business in the long run, because having that connection with knowing exactly how you get clients results and being able to teach it to other people and work people through that process and have your own process around it is the thing that will actually get you to that $1 million business in the long run. Okay, so quick recap, that was what you want to be doing to scale past that $250,000 mark is actually build up your business as a separate entity than yourself, and to stop focusing and investing only on your mindset and your own capacity, but actually investing in your business as this separate entity so that it can actually grow without you, beyond you and without you. Creating scalable offers and focusing on getting your clients amazing results. Okay, and I see a few people are on with me live right now, so feel free to ask questions if you have any questions about this. And if you are an online business owner who is at that 10K to 50K month income point already, I want to invite you, and you want to actually work on this stuff and have hand-holding through this process of scaling beyond that. I want to invite you to into my one-on-one coaching container. You can book an effortless expansion session with me. That's a 60-minute free session where we can actually dive into your business and look at where you are and where you want to go and your actual path to getting there. And so that's the first step. And this is really like, if you're in that exhausted point or that confusion point of, I don't know where I'm going and I'm working so hard, and shouldn't this be easier? It can be easier. And there's an actual system in place. Like, we focus on alignment and aligning with your future self and the future version of your business to make sure that you're making decisions now for your business that are in alignment instead of just randomly launching things or working with random people. Okay? Then we're actually looking at magnetism and how do we magnetize the right people towards you and create magnetic offers, magnetic marketing and launches that are scalable. And then the last one is this amplification pillar. Okay, how do we actually amplify what we're doing? And this is where the whole scaling thing actually comes into place. We have those two, the alignment and magnetism foundational pillars in place. Then we need to actually amplify what's working and actually build up your business as this talisman, as this separate entity, so that it can grow into the empire that it wants to be. Because you might notice that your business has a huge, if you check in with yourself, you're like, I'm like cool, like a $500,000 a year revenue would be really cool for my business, but like, I don't really care. I'm already at a comfortable part. I'm not really that motivated. I'd rather like chill right now. But your business, if you tune into the soul of your business, like you can do this right now, just like tuning into the soul of whatever your business name is or your name as a separate entity and seeing how it wants to grow in the next 5 to 10 years, it might fucking scare you. It might actually scare you how big it wants to grow. But that soul, the soul of your business actually chose you to birth it So now it's your job to actually build up its own capacity to grow. So it's not just all on you as this human, okay? So link in bio for that. I'm really excited to meet you and talk with you. That's the Effortless Expansion session. And I have a few openings next week for those if you want to book now. And I will talk to you soon. You guys have a great day and weekend.